the DC Multiverse Green Lantern John Stewart in today's episode. Welcome back, everyone, to a brand new episode of Figure Attack. Today we're taking a look at the DC Multiverse Green Lantern John Stewart action figure from McFarlane Toys. Now, before we get into this review, if you will, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this content with all your friends. I sure would appreciate it. Now, on to the review. Like always, what we're going to do first is take a look at the packaging of this particular figure, and as you can see, it's a nice window box, so you can see John Stewart and the two accessories that he comes with. Like always with these figures, side of the box just features the figure's name and what it is based on. Here you can see DC Rebirth, so it's a comic-based action figure. Back of the packaging gives you a look at the artwork that this is based off of, which is called Justice League number 6, and of course you get a look at other figures in this line. This side of the box is okay. It gives you a window look into the figure as well as the name of the figure. Top of the box is just a window into the figure. Bottom of the box gives you the UPC and all the copyright stuff. And now that we've looked at the packaging, let's break this guy open and let's play. Now that we have this guy out of the package, let's start by taking a look at the accessories that he comes with. First, he comes with this DC logo base that all of these figures come with. Next, he comes with this cool trading card featuring artwork from, like we said, Justice League number 9, I believe. And the back features his data file. He comes with this awesome Gatling gun. This is just a tremendous looking gun. You know, obviously it's green, so it's a green construct, but looks really, really nice. Just look at the detail going on in this thing. And you know, they don't have to worry about paint because obviously it's a Green Lantern construct, so you can make it this green color and everybody's good with it. He comes with this backpack, I guess, as an attachment, you know, just to kind of, I don't know why he comes with this backpack, to be honest with you. I guess maybe it looks cool along with the Gatling gun. Who knows? We're going to put it on, see what it looks like. And finally, he comes with this these shoulder pads. These were actually on him in the package. I took them off because they look kind of wonky with, you know, just on him without any of the other constructs around him. So I just took it off. It's made of this real soft, flimsy plastic, so it goes easily on his head and all. All right, so let's take a look at the figure up close. Get a good look at the sculpt and the paint detail. The sculpt on the face is really, really nice. I'm getting a John Diggle vibe here from him, but you know, I mean, he doesn't look exactly like John Diggle, but he does have a little bit of a John Diggle vibe going on. Now, you know, there are little paint issues here where the paint didn't, you can see how the right here, I mean, it's going to be hard, very hard to tell in the camera, but you could see part of where the hairline was sort of sculpted and they missed the paint on it, so it makes him, if you look there, he looks kind of like he's missing some paint off the top of his head there. Otherwise, eyeballs look good, lips look good, you know, everything looks pretty good facially. Paint apps, as far as paint apps go, the Green Lantern logo looks really well done, so there's not really much that can go wrong as far as, you know, paint apps with this, because it's basically a black figure. You know, all this is molded black. Some of these pieces might be molded green. I can't really tell if, like, maybe the forearm pieces here are molded green plastic. I don't know, but there's not a lot of paint to go around on this figure, but there is a lot of cool detail and design. Look at those designs right there. Now, if you look at this and you look at the DC Rebirth comics, they took a lot of liberties with this. It's not an actual, you know, line by line take of the comics. You know, there's none of this detail is in the suit in the comics. All that's, you know, relatively new. So that's different than what the comic is. Ooh, even look at the arms there. Look at the details on the arm. That is cool. So I like this better than just taking it straight from the comic. Now, you can see the bottom of the feet, peg holes there. Something about it just looks off to me. I don't know quite what it is. I guess it could be just the way that I have him standing or something, but yeah, I don't know. He looks really, really nice. He's got some gummy stuff here, like some slick looking, like he keeps leaking something. I don't know what that is. Every time I wipe it off, more appears out of somewhere. I don't I don't know. It keeps getting all shiny, and I wipe it off, and it comes right back. You can see it over here really well. Look at the shine off of that. I don't know where that's coming from. Hopefully the plastic isn't starting to deteriorate that fast. Surely not. Maybe it's just something left over in the package. I don't know. We'll have to take a look at that a little bit later. All right, so let's take a look at the articulation on this guy. His head can turn all the way around. He can look down about that far, look up pretty good ways too. So good range of motion. He's got tilt head too, so he's on a ball joint there. He's got nice rotation at the torso, as you can see. He does have butterfly joints at the shoulder, so he can move his arms that way and back to give him a few more bits and pieces of movement there. Get that shoulder up pretty high, down. He can go all the way around with that. He does have bicep swivel, as you can see. Double jointed elbows, which are cool. Wrist can turn all the way around and, you know, back and forth. So you got pretty good movement on the wrist. Now he can turn at the waist some, but this piece right here is all this soft vinyl plastic. It's not going anywhere, so it kind of limits his mobility at that area. Wow, that's as far as he can split. So he can't split that far. He could split a lot further that way, as opposed to going out. He does have double jointed knees, and finally he has the McFarlane ankle joints, which, you know, can move all the way around and up and down, and he has toe articulation there. So not too thrilled with all that. So let's put his stuff back on here, so we can see what he looks like all armored up. And you can see the shoulder pad thing comes over here and fits over the Lantern logo there. Let's pop this backpack on. You can see holes line up on the shoulder pads and on the back to get that thing in place, to kind of hold that backpack in place too. I don't know, is this up or is this up? Can't, you know, don't really know. I prefer this look right here. It looks cooler with it up like that. And then of course we need to put this in his hand somehow. I'm gonna try to open his hands up to get that in there. Man, those hands are tight. All right, so finally I got him holding the gun. This hand here took forever to get him to hold that. The hands aren't very pliable, so they don't move around very well. But he looks pretty cool. I mean, I like that. I don't know if we can get him in a position where he can actually, you know, point that thing at you. We'll just have to kind of turn him to the side and let him look at that. Still, I don't know. He looks pretty cool. Will I pose him with this? Probably not. I'm not a fan of, you know, of posing my figures on the shelf with stuff like this, just because I don't really care for all the accessories. I mean, the accessories are cool, don't get me wrong. I'm just not a big fan of all that stuff. So let's pose him with some other John Stewart figures that I have laying around here. Here is his McFarlane animated look John Stewart, which is the McFarlane animated figure is much taller than this one. And we're gonna bring in another little animated figure. Here is his Mattel Justice League animated action figure. These are the only, I can't get him to stand up. These figures are notoriously hard to stand. These are the only John Stewart Green Lantern figures that I do own. So there you go, taking a look at these figures just to get kind of a good scale. We also have this DC Essentials Green Lantern action figure from DC Direct, which these scale pretty good together. I mean, that Hal Jordan's head's a little small, but I think they do look pretty decent together, to be honest. different color greens on them, a little bit different. So that's a little different and a little disappointing, but overall they look really nice. So there you have it. There is the Green Lantern John Stewart. Is he my favorite figure so far in 2021 from McFarlane Toys? I don't know. There's not a lot there for me to really say that he's one of the best. I don't even put him in the top 5 in 2021 of McFarlane Toys today. Now that could change over time as I play around with him more, but today I don't put him in the top 5. Alright, so if you like what I'm doing, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this content with all your friends. I sure would appreciate it. Alright everybody, until tomorrow.